What's going on, fragrance lovers out there everywhere, guys and gals on YouTube land? Thanks for joining me here on my channel again. Stephen Sturgill. I'll be your host for the next few minutes. Today, guys, we're looking at this fantastic fragrance. Well, I think it's pretty fantastic. I won't say it's the greatest fragrance ever made, but it's really, really, really good and extremely likable, extremely wearable. It's fresh, it's woodsy, it's got citrus in it. It's got a little bit of a floral aspect to it. And that's this guy. Bois Bleu. Bois Bleu de Robert Piguet, Paris, France. Eau de parfum, Aporisature. It's the 100 mils. Just got this bad boy in the mail a couple of days ago. They come in these rather understated but elegant, simplistic, and probably, I'm guessing, let's face it, fairly cheap to make. It's a very, very standardized, simple presentation, but what that does allow the company, Robert Piguet, to do is to keep really good ingredients in the juice, and they have nice spray caps, quite elegant. So I think that's a winning formula. I think of the Robert Piguet line as kind of and I mean no offense when I say this, but if I were likening the analogy to the car world, it's kind of the Passat, or the Volkswagen of the perfume world. It's great. It's great value. It's great quality. They give you most of the higher level amenities and aspects, but you're not quite getting that cachet of like a Mercedes or an Audi or Porsche or Bentley. You're not moving quite, or a Jaguar. You're not moving quite into that stratospheric realm, but you're getting most of the functional quality and aspects and day-to-day conveniences that you would, in fact, find in a lot of those vehicles, if that makes sense. So this is kind of what I liken to the line of Robert Piguet. They're versatile. It's a lot of bang for the buck. They're pleasant. Most of them are easy to wear, but I will say they have a couple of scents that are quite challenging. But most of them are very approachable. Some of them are, whilst being somewhat old-fashioned, seem to have enough modernity to not be a problem to pull off. So let's talk about the notes in here. The nose on this, guys, was none other than Aurélien Guichard. And Aurélien is the same guy that has done, for example, Azzaro Aquaverde, 2010. He did Andy Warhol Silver Factory and Chinatown and Hudson Yards, all by Bond Number 9, respectively. He did Cerruti's Bella Notte Woman and Bottega Veneta's Unisex Parco Palladiano 13 Quadrifoglio, which is a beautiful bottle and a very light blue, light green juice, apparently. I have no idea what that smells like, but it sure does look interesting. He did the David Beckham's Classic and Classic Blue. Again, he did the little dumbbell championed by House Davidoff. Some other stuff. He did some Diane van Furstenberg, Diane and Diane Eau de Toilette, and then D&G, Anthony Larue de la Fortune 10, or 10 from D&G. That's an all-female, very interesting, very elegant, minimalist type bottle. And Ego Facto, he did Me, Myself, and I, and Pren Garde à Toi. Emma S., also female, from Rue de Varenne. Escada Moon Sparkle, Be Mine from Fatima Lopes. And then from Armani, he did the Privé line he did Blue Turquoise, part of their Privé line. That is unisex. He did Gucci Guilty Intense or Intense, Black Parfum, which is, Gucci Guilty Black, and finally Gucci by Gucci Pour Homme, 08 respectively, and also Intense Oud, 2016, much newer. House Guerlain, Aqua Allegoria Anicia Bella. House Heidi Klum, Shine. And Issey Miyake, she's done quite a few for them. All kind of kitschy, playful little bottles roughly from 2012 and on. Jean-Paul Gaultier, he's done Le Mal Terrible and Terrible Shaker. John Galliano, a bunch of Kenzo. Michael Kors, Wanderlust. Some Mugler stuff, including Angel Sun Essence, Angel Aqua Chic, and Sun Essence Edition Blue Lagoon. Narciso Poudre, excuse me, from Narciso Rodriguez. Also Amber Musk. Narciso Rodriguez for her Eau de Parfum, delicate limited edition. For her in color. For her Eau de Toilette, delicate limited edition. For her L'Absolu. For her Musk, Eau de Parfum Intense. And finally, L'Eau for her. So he's done a lot of the Narciso Rodriguez stuff. Also some Nina Ricci. And he's done a lot, and I do mean a lot of he's done most of the Robert Piguet stuff as far as I'm aware. Maybe all of it, I don't know. I've been meaning to get my nose on Douglas Hunnant, however you say it. Knightsbridge as well. What else? Blossom might be interesting. Bagari, 06, Alameda. Most of the ones that aren't just strictly female, I might be interested in getting my nose on. But his Visa is very hard to get and very expensive. It comes in a gold bottle. It has a satin briefcase or whatever, or a cachet that it comes with. It opens like this. That was the Piguet Gold very limited edition. The Visa 07 itself is very hard to find now. And then also his Rose Perfection is quite rare here in the States. And lastly but not leastly, he has done Uomo Salvatore Ferragamo and Sean John Unforgivable, some Shiseido stuff, Loud, Trussardi stuff, Eros by Versace, Zadig and Voltaire, Just Rock for him, Capsule Collection, This Is Him, and This Is Him, and probably some other stuff. We're going to stop there. Back to the notes now. Sorry for all that. Notes are, and I do think this is a wonderful summer and spring and fall. It's really a fantastic fragrance year-round. I think it works very well in the summer, and we'll get to why in just a second. We're getting that citrus on the top for sure. So we believe that we are getting, and it's a fresh, spicy citrus, woodsy aromatic. So we're getting vetiver. We're getting violet, cedar, nutmeg, bergamot, citruses, which I believe include neroli and possibly mandarin and lemon lime. I'm not exactly totally sure. And sandalwood. Now, this was my scent of the day, and so pleasant. Once that alcoholic blast begins to dry down, you get a real intense blast of citrus. Probably some lime and neroli, maybe a little hint of mandarin or some other type of orange, and maybe a little lemon, it's hard to tell. Then that vetiver wakes up immediately along with the violet accord. And then as it takes you through the dry down, you begin to get wafts of cedar, wafts of sandalwood. And I know there's some other stuff in here that I can't quite put my nose on. But it's just this fragrant, lush, soft, very citrusy, but yet also woodsy sort of bouquet. And that's about it. There's not a world of complexity going on other than, of course, that the fact that, okay, there are several notes in here. It is fairly linear, and it's just a very pleasant, easy scent to wear. It's fresh, it's inviting, it's soft. Just smells lovely. I mean, it smells clean, fresh, without smelling overly soapy. It doesn't really have much of a soapy aspect. I just get tired of that overplayed, fresh, clean, soapy vibe that so many young guys tend to love, like in a lot of the Prada stuff. I'm sorry, it just smells like some kind of high-dollar traditional soap for the most part. I'm not trying to throw shade on House of Prada, but that's about it. It's very French. It is somewhat traditional, somewhat linear, but it really, really is an easy scent to rock. I think it's absolutely very light. It's not overly powdery or anything, and it has quite a refined dry down. It's a little warmer as it dries down, if that makes sense. And it's just a really excellent overall scent. I think it's easy to rock in the summer, spring, fall, and winter. So pretty much year-round. I think pretty much any occasion, although you could probably wear this into a club. Probably wouldn't be at the top of my top 10 list for club scents. And depending on your age range, may not be the best choice for a hot date night. Although if you're older and don't care about playing it calmer, slower, smoother, just not as heavy on spice and musk, then I think this could work fine even for a date. Although, again, wouldn't be at the top of my recommendations list, especially for younger people. That's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you soon. Spray often, spray well, and live life on your terms, because it's too short or long otherwise not to do so. Peace out, baby, and I will see you in the next episode. Love you guys.